Robel Melesse here with Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com. I'm here with our 2017 Mr. Texas Football recipient, Spencer Sanders. Spencer, when you first found out that you were recognized as Mr. Texas Football, what was your first reaction?
I mean, it was an honor. I mean, there's plenty of great athletes across this state, this country, and be known for the state Texas Player of the Year. I mean, it was great to know, but I wouldn't be here without my team. So this doesn't just go to me. This goes to my team. I mean, my team made me who I was and the player I was and the player that y'all saw on film and that y'all thought was great. That's only because of my team. So really, this doesn't just go to me. It goes to my team.
And we talked about this during the banquet, but you overcame two pretty horrific knee injuries. Now you're being recognized with one of the most prestigious honors in the state of Texas. You join players like Kyler Murray, Johnny Manziel, Jonathan Gray. What does it mean to you to be recognized with those players and overcoming all that you have?
It means the world to me to be known because known amongst those players. I mean, I'm not saying Johnny Manziel wasn't successful. He was successful. I mean, he made it to the NFL. He did his job on the football field. Maybe he had a couple things off the field, but there's other players like Kyler Murray and all these other people on this trophy. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're doing great things. Like Rashad Paul, I know he's at A&M. Jet Duffy is at Texas Tech. Kyler Murray's at OU, Dontre Wilson, Jonathan Gray, all of them are great athletes. I'm pretty sure they're doing great stuff. And to be known across with those people, I mean, it's a great feeling to know that I can compete with these guys and be known across not just Texas but the country.
Yep. And Spencer, last but not least, what's the thing you're going to miss most about Ryan High School and being a Raider, and what's the thing you're looking forward to most at Oklahoma State and becoming a Cowboy?
Just the relationships. I built so many relationships here and just a brotherhood and protecting each other and being there for each other and always helping each other out and just knowing somebody's got your back. I mean, it's great.
Well, congratulations again, Spencer, on being this year's 2017 Mr. Texas Football. I'm joined here with Denton Ryan, head coach, Dave Henigan, coach. Spencer Sanders, our 2017 Mr. Texas Football. You said you've known Spencer since he was in the 8th grade. Tell me a little bit about what it was like to coach him.
Well, I mean, it's a privilege to coach him. I mean, he's a special player. Obviously, he's a once-in-a-generation player, and great kid who's a hard worker. Just has this innate competitive fire that you can't teach. It's just there, and it's like I described him during the banquet. He's a football player that plays quarterback, and he's just a special player.
And Coach, you had talked about it. We had talked about it at the banquet. Spencer overcame two pretty horrific knee injuries, and to come back and accomplish all he's been able to accomplish. I mean, you saw him through that process. Tell me a little bit more about what that was like for him and where he was at mentally with how he overcame it to be where he's at today.
Well, I can't take the credit for that. That's Spencer. That's his parents. It's his physical therapists and trainers, and coaches can take a little credit. But the reality is, he had a desire to get back as a freshman. Made it back in 5 months, and then unfortunately tore that thing again. The other one in the state semifinals, as a junior. And so I think mentally that one was hard initially because we felt like we had a chance to win it all. But he didn't feel sorry for himself for very long, and so I can't take that credit. That's all on him, and it's been a privilege to watch him grow as a player and as a person. From the time he's a 14-year-old starter in 6A football. That's rare, and then to see where he's come since then is impressive, and it was fun to be a part of.
And Spencer's one of the most decorated players in Texas high school football history, definitely at Ryan High School. What do you think will make him successful at the next level at Oklahoma State?
Well, number one, I think it's going to be his competitiveness. I mean, he's a guy that he doesn't flinch, and he's not afraid to go in there as a freshman and compete for the job. But two, you can't just rely on talent and confidence at that level. And so I think that his work ethic and his attitude and the fact that he's been in so many big games in high school, I think is gonna pay dividends for him in the long run. And then he's just going to have to go in and compete and earn it.
Thank you, Coach. Coach Dave Henigan, Denton Ryan High School, the coach of our 2017 Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year.